Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have Ant Farm. This is a Disney Channel original series from 2011. Ran for 3 seasons. Each of the episodes, about 25 minutes long. What do we got here? Yeah, 26 minutes, it says. I forgot to check. But I watched the first episode, and I got the gist of it, so I don't really need to watch anything else. It honestly would be tremendously weird if I really got into the show at my age and kept watching all 3 seasons. So, yeah, I'm not doing that. But if you recognize this young lady who is the star, played her character's name is China Parks. Well, you might have seen her in something when she's a little bit more grown up. She is one of the stars of the Descendants film series. She plays Uma, the daughter of Ursula. She starts out as a bad guy. Of course, they're all bad guys. They're all the kids, for the most part. The main characters are the kids of the bad guys. And she showed up, I think, around Descendants 2 or 3. Probably 3. I'm not really sure. But as they were transitioning the cast. And, of course, because she's a singer, even here, she gets to show off her chops. Of course, made her a perfect candidate to be in Descendants, because there's lots of singing and supernatural fantasy Disney princess villain type things going on there. So China Ann McClain plays China Parks. China spelled differently each way, and she is a gifted student. She goes to the Advanced Natural Talents class. That's where they get the name Ant Farm. It's an acronym. And yeah, it's pretty much a standard Disney Channel show made for the 11-year-olds or younger in your life. Not somebody my age. It's China getting into wacky adventure. She's 11 years old in this. Did I say that already? I think I already said that. She's 11 years old in this thing. So she's entering into a high school special advanced, natural talents, gifted classes. And so she gets to mingle with older kids, but there's also a bunch of other kids her age who are just as talented, but in different ways. One, it was determined that he can be part of the program because he makes lifelike wax mannequins of people. And that, at least in the very big first episode, which is the only one I watched, figures into the plot line in order to deceive China's dad so that they can sneak off to a high school party with her and her two new best friends, Olive, played by Sierra McCormick, and I think it's Fletcher, played by Jake Short. Yeah, they're it's wacky shenanigans. Of course, the first day of school, she meets a pretty blonde bully who thinks of herself as much more important and better than anybody else. She dumps China out of her chair because that's her chair in that class, of course. So it's light bullying. It's what she was going to get anyway because she was the gifted kid in the high school. But of course, it is the standard pretty blonde mean girl and her really dumb best friend who is also pretty blonde. And yeah, it's Stephanie Scott plays Lexi, and where is the Paisley? Paisley's played by Alexandria DeBerry. Yeah, they're everybody's all grown up now, but yeah, you gotta always have the dumb best friend that goes along with everything, because if they weren't dumb, they probably wouldn't hang around with a mean girl. They seek, I guess, validation or at least attention, and that's good enough for them. So yeah. So I imagine that each of these 3 seasons of 60-some episodes, 62 episodes total, just has China getting into all sorts of trouble and maybe finding true love at 11 or 12 or 13. I don't know. But yeah, it's... Or by the way, her dad is played by Finesse Mitchell, I believe. Yeah, Finesse Mitchell. He was on Saturday Night Live, I guess, for a little bit. Mindy Sterling shows up in this. She's fantastic. I haven't seen that character yet, but I saw the credits, and Mindy Sterling. She was assistant and also lover of Dr. Evil in the Austin Powers movies. Yeah, she's the one who yells, Scott! So, yeah, a lot. Her son. Spoilers, sorry. So, yeah, this is, again, it's not... It's not fantastic. In fact, I bothered to glimpse at a few of the reviews, and some people are very mean to it. But, again, a lot of these things are targeted towards younger audiences with a laugh track that tells them when to laugh. It's the kind of thing that kids would just watch because, maybe they feel a little bit different. Maybe they feel a little bit ostracized by people. Maybe they're gifted and they're in a similar situation, but usually can overcome it by trying to be the best person you can be and maybe be funny and, yeah, and show your talents and not be ashamed of who you are. That's what I'm thinking. By the way, for a first episode, I've never seen this before because they're 11 and they want to sneak into a high schooler party and they need to disguise themselves to look more mature. He bothers to dress up like a, I don't know, Mr. Peanut, basically, just like with a monocle and a top hat and a tuxedo. That's, yeah, a little bit off the mark. But then she shows up, Olive shows up in a glittery red dress and, yeah, giant, yeah. So boobs become a plot point for the character, and it creates comedy for her as they get more and more out of control and they're filled with yogurt. So, yes, and yes, they do eventually pop. Somehow they get all over the bully and the yogurt is blue? I don't know. I think it would have been worse if it had been white. This is making me very uncomfortable. So yeah, why if you got an 11-year-old or younger, they might get a kick out of it. This is almost vintage at this point because it's from 2011, and that's 15 years ago. Oh God. Yeah, everybody is very grown up now. So, yeah. God, that means 20, at least 26. That's not 36. Yeah, they're older. And again, I have no idea if they're actually 11 years old in this, but yeah. So yeah, this is the kind of thing that if you got a kid who might be into this kind of thing or really likes China from the Descendants films, you get to see her when she was a kid, when she was little, and she definitely did have a great voice back then. So give it a shot, but I don't know if I'd recommend it as some of their top tier stuff. She does sing a song in this on guitar, and I recognize the song, but I can't figure out where I recognize it from. I don't know if it's a pop hit or if it's like a Disney pop hit, like something the Jonas Brothers did, or it was on Camp Rock or something. I have no idea, but maybe, I don't know. Anyway, let's pick tomorrow's episode. 1. Wow. Well, I think I know what this is. We got another series. Wow. Okay, so 2 series. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 or so, 7. I don't know. It's not a lot of series left. A handful, basically. But because numbers come before letters in this alphabetized list, we're going to be watching 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. And you're like, well, that's not a series. That's a movie. If you're a Disney fan. Well, you're wrong, because there is a series. I believe it's a foreign series. It might be subtitles. I'm not sure. It might be dubbed. But it is a series, big supernatural type of series. It's not the classic film. So yeah, we're going to be watching a new, different, more modern version of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea on the next Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that. Bye.